guys, I'm Basanta from Smart Tech Guide. Today I'm coming with one small tips for iOS users. It's regarding automation. Uh, if you are Android user and recently switched to iOS, or if you are iOS user for a long time and you have heard of um, automation on Android, but you couldn't find anything on iOS, then this is the right video for you. Uh, Before I start, a little bit background on the automation. With automation, you can do a couple of many things like changing the profile when you need it, whenever you want to go office, and it will set the profile automatically. That kind of things you can automate. And uh, for example, another example is when you open news, you may want to read the screen on iOS, that kind of thing. In Android, there is a tasker, that's third-party app that allows you to customize so many things. I have two videos already on the tasker. If you haven't watched, please go and watch. And if you are Android user, of course, I'll share the link on the description section. Note that it's not fully comparable with Tasker on Android. The thing I'm discussing today, it's totally for iOS, and it's not exactly comparable with Tasker on the Android. Shortcuts is an app on iOS. It was introduced on iOS 12, and it was formerly called Workflow, and it was sold separately on the Apple Store. You can achieve a lot of things with a single tap using shortcut. For example, you may want to change the volumes and turn off mobile data and many more things at once. Then you can do with one tap. That's the purpose of shortcut on iOS. Let me give you a short demo on shortcut before I move on to automation on the iOS. For that, I need to minimize my video. This is shortcut app, and when you open it, it will come to this page on the left bottom corner of the phone over here with 4 squares. And if you haven't created anything, there won't be anything except create shortcut option, one of the option. And if you have created already, there will be things on top of create shortcut. You can create shortcut using top right corner plus icon or using the widget. Let me go to the create shortcut option, top right corner plus button, and then add action. And then I can add as many action, like you can choose media, take photo or something like that, record audio, or you can choose other options such as web scripting. There are many things you can do inside scripting, kind of little bit of programming, if else statement, repeat, and repeat with each, wait. And wait is most important function because sometimes when you want to wait between two things, for example, if two things are dependent, then you may need to wait for a second or half second, or depending on how long it will take to launch. So that is one thing. You can set brightness, appearance, get the device details, many things you can do in shortcut. You just have to select sequence of tasks, and then you are ready to use shortcut. Let me go to one of the shortcut I created. This is home volume. It sets to 50%. I don't have to drag it drag the ringer button or volume button up and down all the time. I just need to tap on volume one shortcut to change it to 50% from 0. I have 0 in office profile and 50% in home profile. Similarly, one more thing, you can add as many actions as you want, and it will run on the same single tap. Basically, this is about shortcut, and if you need more information, let me know. For now, I'm gonna go and show you a little bit of Android Tasker. How does it work and what are the options over there. This is my Android phone. In there I'm going to Tasker, and if you see, there are so many profile. The profile in Android, it's similar to automation in iOS. I'll talk to that later on. And task scenes, let's say create task. I have to name it ABC, and once I name it, I can have so many actions here. All these actions are not available in iOS. That's why I'm showing over here. Basically, you have third-party apps, third-party add-ons, plugins like auto input and all these things. Yes, you can have so many options, audio options. In that, it will be call volume, ringer, media volume, notification volume, and all those things. In iOS, there is only one option for media volume, and you can have phone net options, and if your phone is rooted, then you'll have even more options than you see here. So this is basically Android, and it's not comparable to iOS because you can do much more thing in Android than iOS at this point. But initially iOS didn't have anything, and now they started a little bit. It's still a baby, but it's a good start. Now with that, let's dive into the automation on iOS. It's built inside Shortcut app since iOS 13.1 basically. It's available but for both iOS device and iPad OS device, that is iPhone or iPad. You can have shortcuts or any other individual task fired up using automation. There are many automation actions available. That's basically similar to profile on the tasker. If you were using Android before and you move to iOS, then the automation is similar to profile on Android tasker. So you'll have events like time of a day, alarm, Apple Watch shortcut if you have Apple Watch. If you don't have Apple Watch, it won't be visible. And some other things are travel related, when you arrive, when you leave, before you commit, and other are settings like airplane mode, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, do not disturb, low power mode. When these are on, you can do something. These are the basically triggers. And NFC, when some app is opened, you want to do something. I'll show you 2 examples, and note that not all these triggers I showed you before are fully automatic. Some of them are fully automatic and some of them requires manual attention, like when you run the you left it to run the automation, but it will ask you as a notification, and you just have to do a single tap. That means to run for some of the automation. the automation on the left side of the display can be automatic or can be um, um, made as a manual intervention also. It has options whether you can um, make it automatic or you need manual interaction for that. But the things on the right side of the screen, when you arrive, when before you leave, Bluetooth, leave, and time of the day or Wi-Fi. These are the trigger that doesn't support fully automatic functionality. For that, it will show you as a notification pop-up, and you just have to do a single tap. Just a single tap is enough, but still it's a little bit of manual intervention. That's about it. Let's go to quick demo. For that, again, I need to turn off my video. In the same app, there is automate in the middle part, middle bottom part. So if you don't have any automation, you'll have just the create option. For the first time, I have couple of automation already here as a personal automation. Note that there are two options you'll get when you try to create automation using the plus icon on the top right corner. That is one for home setup. That means home devices such as home hub, Wi-Fi hub, or any other home device, Apple TV, some kind of things. I don't have home stuff, so I'm not gonna touch on that today. And the other thing we're discussing today is personal automation. It resides on your iPhone, not on others' iPhone or any other device, or your iPad. Wherever you do it, it resides on that iPhone. So once you click on the plus icon on top right corner, you will have option to choose personal or home. I choose personal, and then you will have a lot all these events as I showed you earlier. Note that these events are very few, and in Android there are tons of events available, but here pretty much it's a startup, but it's not fully comparable with Android yet. Time of the day, when you arrive, when you leave, before I commit, CarPlay. For example, let me choose Wi-Fi. When Wi-Fi is connected, you can give a certain Wi-Fi name. You can choose from the list that you have connected before, or you can choose to have any network, any Wi-Fi connected. Just select any Wi-Fi if you want any Wi-Fi to be connected, and then done, and then next. Now you need to choose actions. Note that you can choose any shortcuts that you have created on the shortcut icon, or you can have individual actions from here itself. For that, let me go click on that add actions. Then you'll get a lot of options like scripting, favorite, media. Just like before, you can take picture, videos, and all those things. I don't want to do media, for example. I want to run a shortcut, then you need to open app. That is, shortcut is another app, right? So same app, but you need to open app. Inside that, choose shortcut, and from there choose run shortcut, and then you'll have option to choose which shortcut you want to run. Over here you can choose any shortcuts. For example, I was creating this event for Wi-Fi connected. In that case, I want to turn off my mobile data. So that's all, and next, and done. This is This is what I created just now, and I have similar things already created. So let me open one of the automation. Here I have 3 tasks run in sequential manner. When I reach my work, then I turn off my mobile, change the media volume to office level. It's very minimum, or maybe 0, and uh, turn on do not disturb. That's separate task, and the first two are shortcuts. You notice that shortcut is separate app, and for that you need to open app and then choose shortcut, but the action you can choose individual action from the main menu. And one other thing I'll show you is this one. It has pardon me for these notifications. It has the automation for when app is opened. I want to do certain things. For example, when YouTube is open, then I want to go to my channel homepage. In that case, I can use this automation. And as I mentioned you before on this slide, when app is opened, this can be fully automatic, and when I arrive or when I leave, that is not fully automatic. I'll show you both of them. This is not fully automatic, but since I enable this automation, once I reach my office, it will pop up one notification with one option of run. Then I just have to tap and it runs all these actions inside do. So I don't have to do anything. That's only one tap works for all these tasks. So that's how it works for a couple of things. And for open app, let's test it out, that one over here, because it's pretty easy, and I don't have to go to office for this. I have set up like when YouTube is opened, there are 2 tasks. One is wait for a second. The reason I placed wait is as soon as I opened YouTube, it may not be ready yet to go to the other page. So I waited for a second. It may be a half second or 200 millisecond. It can be, but YouTube should be ready to go to next page. So you need to wait for some time. That's why I wait for 1 second, and then I open an URL using Safari open URL icon. Note that you won't have open URL for YouTube itself, because that's an app and it's not a URL opening app. So it shows Safari, but it's still run inside YouTube, so you don't have to worry about that. Let's do this thing. Okay, this is already activated, and I set on the bottom here, I saved it as ask before running, so it will ask. But if I disable that, don't ask, then it will directly navigate to the my home page, channel home page. Let's try that. 1 second. To confirm, it's enabled, and ask before running is disabled. That means it should automatically divert it to my channel home page. Let's go to YouTube. This is my YouTube. 1 second, it went to my channel home page. So that's how it works, and let me try that with these options. Okay, in that case it will ask you to run it. It won't automatically go. Let's go back, close this, and let's open it now. Now it pop up the notification over here, you see, and once you tap on the notification um, over here, run, then it goes to your home page. That's how it works, and exactly the same way it works for the other things like I mentioned before. When arrive, before I leave, these kinds of trigger, it works exactly same way. uh, so the bottom line is, couple of things are fully automatic, couple of things are not fully automatic, but you can still have some options rather than nothing. I believe Apple is giving more events and trigger in future. And until next time, thank you for watching my video. Please subscribe and share my channel and videos, like my Facebook page, and don't forget to click on the bell icon next to subscribe button to get notified of my future videos. If you haven't watched my previous videos, go ahead and watch. Feel free to comment if you like to know something or have feedback for me. Until next video, have a good time. Bye bye.